Hello and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through one of our new products we have here on the lot. Before I get started, just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I hope all of you guys get to spend some quality time with your families, be safe, have fun, and then when you get bored, too much turkey, you want to take a break, come on out, see us, and we'll put you in one of these new vans. So I'm really proud and happy to say that we're now carrying the 27North products. Dean just did a video on the Rex Rover and I'm going to do the Venture 170. So this is it right here. This is a 2024. I'm really excited about a couple things. We sell a lot of vans here. You've seen probably plenty of videos that I've done. I really like the ground clearance on this, the lift, and also the suspension. So I'm going to start up here kind of showing you this. This has the Agile upgrade here, so you can see the Fox shocks, they're actually adjustable. So for those of you guys that really like going off-road, want to get away from everybody, this is an awesome build for you. You can also see we have the Black Rhino upgraded wheels and the Falcon all-terrain tires. These are the Wild Peak all-terrain, so really cool. I'm going to kind of work our way back around here and then I'll go to the front and show you the cool winch, all the stuff you're going to need to get yourself unstuck if you happen to do that. We have the Fiamma F45S awning up top. It's a 10-foot awning, and I'll show you how to kind of deploy that, get it set up for your campsite. We have our fixed running boards. If you've seen some of our other products, our Antero line uses the same running board. It's awesome, really sturdy. It's got some good grip on it, so you can clean your shoes off if you're out hiking and you need to clean some mud off. So really cool, solid running boards there. So we come back around, you can see we got plenty of glass, plenty of windows inside. You'll see that. This is going to be on the 170 wheelbase 2500 Sprinter. Also kind of cool, this is the new 2-liter 4-cylinder all-wheel drive Mercedes. So this is the upgraded Sprinter chassis. This is what we're going to be seeing from here on out. At least until they make another change. But this is going to give you 208 horsepower versus the 188 that we used to get with the 3-liter. So kind of cool twin turbo setup they have going. You can also see up here a couple things that are really neat. We've got our 2 speakers outside, and it goes along with the Bluetooth system that's inside that I'll show you when we go inside. We have lights all around this van. This is awesome. Again, if you want to go off-road, you're traveling the trails and it starts getting dark. Right now it gets dark at about 4:30, so you really need some lights out there. I'll turn some of those on for you here in a little bit. So we come around the back corner, a couple things. Again, some more lights. Got to see where you're going so you don't hit anything. We've got an external solar port here, so you can add additional solar. This does come equipped with 400 watts of solar up top. This is your sensor for all your safety features on the Sprinter chassis here. Alvan's storage box. This upfit's really, I really like it. Like I said, it's super cool because it's got a lot of stuff that if you like going off-road, you're going to want to add anyway. So you've got your storage box here, you've got your matching spare tire, and your ladder. So you can actually climb up there. You come around here, you can see we have a Wii Boost already up there. And we have another security light up here, another light. I'm gonna go ahead and climb up here just to give you a little show, see if I fall, give you a little entertainment. These ladders, pretty solid actually. Once you get up to a certain point, you can actually stand on the tire. And I'll go ahead and take this and show you guys what it looks like. So there you can see the solar panels, the cool rack we have up here, and that Wii Boost. And then there's an up-close shot at this RC light. We also have our backup camera up top. Now this is really, I've got a lot of favorite features. I keep saying I really like the suspension and the ground clearance, but you have a super cool garage back here. I mean, check this out. You can do some bike mounts up there. You can stand your mountain bike straight up. There's an outlet in here, so if you have e-bikes, you can plug them in while you're going down the road. This has 30 amp service, so they actually give you a nice short cord in a bag, so it's not flopping around everywhere. You got to check this out as well. This is an all-top air compressor. So you hook it up to your battery, you can air down, air up. Again, those of you that like going off-road know exactly what I'm talking about when you have to air down. Water hose. And this is good not only just to air up and air down, but also if you got paddle boards, you're going to the lake, you can inflate them with this. It works really well. Our bathroom here, our wet bath, we have our cassette toilet and shower with a door from either side. So you don't have to go in if you're muddy, you've been out hiking or just playing around and you're sweaty, you want to go in through the shower through the backside so you don't get the inside of the van dirty. You can go in through the back, which is really cool. So you can see down here we're going to have our 7-pin connector and our tow bar. As we come around the side, this is where your cassette comes out for your toilet. It's a 5-gallon cassette, similar to the ones you'll see in other vans as well. Just pops in there. It does have a lock, so you can lock it so nobody steals your cassettes. We're going to have another light up here. I don't know if you noticed in the close-up shot that I gave you, but they do have covers on them, so you don't accidentally turn them on and blind people coming down the road. Here on the back end, I want to give you another good look at this suspension. You can see where those shocks are adjustable. Super cool. I'm probably going to say super cool like 100 times during this video because I really like this van. You're going to have 30 gallons of fresh water, 20 of gray, and then of course that 5-gallon cassette for your black tank. Here you're going to have your city fill. So you have a hose connection and you also have a gravity feed, which is, again, if you're going off-roading, you carry extra water with you. When your tank runs low, you can just fill it up right there. Here's your 30 amp shore cord connection. This has an electronic drain, and I'll show you inside where you would actually turn it on and drain it. So really nice system, makes it super easy. Again, this is a Sprinter, so it's going to be diesel. Here's your fuel fill. It's got 24.5 gallons of fuel. Here are your fuses on your chassis side. Your seats have upgraded cat skin covers with the 27North logo. The backrest is adjustable right here. And then you can actually lift it up or drop the back end too. So you can find a nice comfy spot. These are power windows, power door locks. You got your mirrors and they do fold in. You're gonna have all your lights on this side. And there's actually a steering wheel adjustment on this one. Your hood release is right here on the inside as well. Back to the front here, we're gonna have more lights. Ton of lights, I can't say that enough. Lights down here. You're gonna have your main light bar right here, and then you also have a light bar up top. So if you can't see where you're going, it's not because you don't have enough light. We also have a rough country winch, 12,000 pound winch. All right, again, under the hood, if you have not seen the new Sprinter chassis, this is the 2-liter, 4-cylinder, 208 horsepower, twin turbo. Your connections here for if you need to give a jump start or get a jump start. Here's your positive terminal, just like in the old chassis, the last year's chassis. Here's your ground, windshield wiper fluid, your oil, your coolant, and then your def. As always, remember to lift up on your hood when you're going to close it. Don't pull down, because this will, if you pull down while it's still locked in, you will bend your hood. Backwoods upgraded bumper on the front and on the back. So you have some nice spots here in case you need to do a tow strap to get pulled out of something, or you got to help somebody else. You also have your winch. All right, now as we come inside, let me put this down. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the awning for you. This is a power awning. Like I mentioned, it's a Fiamma. Has the leg supports on it, which I prefer. You know, again, we sell a lot of different vans. We do the ones that have wind sensors. The wind sensor can kind of give you a false sense of security sometimes if you're not careful. You might go hiking, leave it out, and if you get a big wind gust, it can still catch it and damage it. So personally, I prefer this style of awning. All right, so I'm gonna stop it there just so I can pull the legs out. So you can pull these supports out. This is gonna pull forward. There's a small release right here that you'll unscrew. This cover comes up, and then it just locks back in place. Now these leg supports you can actually stake down into the ground as well. All right, now once that's on, I keep that loose and then I can extend it out a little further. Kind of get it right where you want it, and then once it's out, you'll go ahead and want to tighten up these leg supports here. There you go. Comes down pretty low, gives you plenty of coverage. Again, it's 10 foot, so plenty of room for lawn chairs out here. Another cool thing about the 27North products on the Venture 170 is the woodwork. Woodwork is awesome. The flooring is, again, really clean lines, just really well done. I mean, the quality of the van, this is a van that will last you a long time. They use the Lagoon tables. So you can set up tables everywhere. You can give yourself some additional counter space. I'll kind of show you how we have that set up inside. This does have the screen here to let you close it off and get some fresh air circulating through here. On this side is going to be your main battery disconnect. So this comes with three 300 amp hour batteries. So you can have 900 amp hours in this thing. 3,000 watt inverter, which is a ton of power. We're going to kind of start right here. This is the Wet Sounds stereo system. This is a Bluetooth system, also has XM, and it's tied to the speakers out there. And you can see in here, we got 2 more speakers in here. So once you get where you're going and you want to get the party started, you can jam all your favorite tunes and kind of get it going. The light switches are just touchscreen or touch. So down here, just touch that, it's going to light it up. Same with the ceiling. Really nice LED lighting. You have a water pump switch here and also the spotlights for the side of the van. You're gonna have your fresh and gray water tank gauges here. I really like this style of gauge. I gotta tell you, I'm a car guy, so that is kind of cool. Down here, you're gonna have some breakers and fuses, some fuses. You can see your 3 batteries under here. I'm not sure what kind of view you can get, but you're going to see these blue lights, which means the batteries are on and charged. I'm going to go ahead and take this off and show you what it looks like underneath. So there's the Victron Energy 3000 watt inverter, your inverter disconnect right here. I really like how clean this is, how everything is labeled nice and neat. There's not a lot of extra clutter in there. Just makes it really nice. If something happens to go wrong, it's really easy to troubleshoot. Back here, we're gonna have our fuses. Actually, our breakers and fuses. Everything is, again, nice and neatly labeled. You have your breakers here, your fuses right along there. I mentioned the Lagoon tables. So these are really cool. So as you can see, this is set up with 2 different sides. So if you have a little one that wants to sleep on that side, they can sleep there. This is a little bit longer, gives you more leg space. When it's time to eat, you just set up your tables. So you can adjust the height. You can move them over a little bit. But when it's time to cook, if you need additional counter space, and actually let me come around there. If you're like me, you like to eat a lot, you have to cook once in a while. My wife probably says I don't cook enough, but I sure do eat a lot. You got plenty of counter space here. Solid wood. I mean, this is, you can't tell in the video, but this is really high quality woodwork. Dish drainer, these are really neat. You've got your drainer on the bottom, your screen on the bottom. Nice spot to put your dishes to dry. You have a dual burner induction cooktop. The isotherm fridge. I like this style where they're just kind of like a drawer comes out. You can get all your stuff here. You have an additional shelf there. And then you're gonna have your refrigerator, freezer. Let's see here. Actually, there's that. And then, all right. There we go. Just kind of got stuck down there. So you can see you have your freezer tray here. Nice stainless steel, looks really clean. Again, the woodwork in here, awesome, solid wood. You don't have to worry about your cabinets falling apart. Soft closing. Push on those so that they don't come open while you're traveling. Here is your strip here with all your power outlets. You have USB ports, USB Type-C, and then you have a couple standard outlets. We have a 900 watt microwave. Perfect for your popcorn snacks or your quick meals. Now, I mentioned this is set up as two separate beds. You can make this one bed, and basically you're going to use these tables. It's kind of easy sometimes it's not. Let's see here. There we go. So you have to loosen these up, and I'll show you here in a minute. Kind of the trick, but. All right, I'll tell you what, let me try this one next. Told you I'd give you a little bit of a comedy show. There we go. All right, so these are going to set up right here. And actually, this will set up right here too. There's the trick. You got to turn it just enough so that this will actually turn. There we go. Once these are out, there's actually another one of these right behind the driver's seat. But for now, just so I don't have to go all the way back over there, I'm going to show you kind of how this sets up. You'll also want to take off that piece there. These are Velcroed to the wall, you can see right here. So you'll remove these. Here, let me show you. These just slide off, and then you'll put them right here. So now you're gonna have a really good sized bed. This one's gonna give you the most leg space, so if you're a little taller, you wanna be on that side of the bed. And then once you're done, you just put these back up. Take your tabletops. Oh, actually, hold on. You slide your base in first. And then these mounts will go right in here. Now you can move those again. It's the beauty of doing these videos live. You never know what you're going to get with us. But it's always kind of funny. I'd say 99% of the time we're kind of funny. All right, now I'm going to go up front here, kind of show you the rest of the cabinets. You also have a small fan here, so when you're laying down, taking a nap, you can aim this down, get you some fresh air. You can also open that screen and get some fresh air going that way. Again, these lock by pushing the buttons in. I'm actually going to take this off just so I can get it out of the way here for a second. All right, here's your pantry. Of course, you can have your TV right here. This is a smart TV, so you can Bluetooth in, you can run your apps. You have some additional cubbies right here above the longer side bed, I would say. Your window does have a screen, so you can let some fresh air circulate through here as well. And then as we come into the bathroom, so it looks, I don't know how it looks on the video, plenty of room in here for one person to sit down, take a quick shower. You know, again, if you're out playing, you're gonna get dirty. Nice privacy door again on both sides, so you can go in from either direction. And let's see here. Actually, I want to show you something here. So that the toilet seat does turn, so if you need more leg space while you're showering, then you can turn it over. To flush it, you actually open this, and it'll go open that, and then you can flush. So, but it gives you plenty of room when you turn it. You got a lot of space here, so you can actually shower. And let's face it, you don't need a ton of space if you're out in the middle of nowhere, right? Let me put this back so I don't forget. These Lagoon tables are super cool. It does take a little bit of practice moving them around because they do move in a lot of different directions. You can adjust the height so that you can get them exactly how you want them. So again, I can't say enough about that. Under the sink, again, super clean under here, just like in the battery compartment. Not a lot of clutter. You got plenty of room down there for all of your cleaning supplies. This is actually the drain that I showed you out there for the tank. So you turn it on and then drain it here. And as you can see, we have another Lagoon set up here. So if you want to turn your seat and then use this as a table as well. Up front, here are your light switches for all your light bars. So this is going to be your front light bar that's on that backwoods bumper. This one over here is kind of labeled. That's going to be the one that's up on top of the roof. You're going to have these are actually your fog lights. These are going to be the ones on the dash, and then these are on the back. So you can see right there in the reflection, I've got the lights on. And those are just the ones on the bumper. All the other ones do have covers on them, even the one up on the roof, so that you don't blind somebody accidentally. If you've never driven a Sprinter or haven't seen a video on them yet, the key fob actually goes down there. You also have some USB ports here. You have a USB Type-C and then a 12-volt outlet. Plenty of cup holders as usual in the Sprinters. You're gonna have your infotainment center up here, your little setup where you can actually plug your phone in, let it sit there while it charges. Again, these are USB Type-C, so if you want a mirror, if you want to use hook it up directly to your stereo system, you'd go into this one, and then that one will charge. All right, I'm going to fire this thing up. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to put the awning back in, just because I do have it secured. This has the 7-inch screen, so with the Sprinter vans, you either have a 7-inch screen or you have that larger 10-inch screen. So this one is equipped with the 7-inch screen. And as I showed you earlier, which is kind of cool, you can actually adjust your steering wheel. It'll telescope and go up and down, and then you can just lock it back into place. Your steering wheel, before I go out there and pull the awning in and fire this thing up, you're going to have a mouse pad on the right side that's going to operate your stereo. This is going to operate your dash cluster up here. Your cruise control settings are right here. Your volume and phone call buttons are here. This does have manual shifting as well with your paddle shifters here, so you can shift. Right here's where you're going to normally shift, so you push in to put you in park, up for reverse, go down 1 for neutral, and then all the way down 4 drive. So I'm going to run outside real quick and put this awning back in. And again, this will just be the opposite of what I did earlier. So what I like to do is loosen that up on both sides. And then they do lock in place here. So once you have it angled this way, this pushes in. And that's it. Then we'll just push the button, bring it back in, and then we'll start this up. As you can see, it's moving really, really fast. So fast that it looks like it's just moving. So don't adjust your TV sets. This is actually the way it's going. In case you're wondering why I wanted to bring it in before I started, it's good habit to make sure that it's in before you start thinking of even firing up your van or driving off. You don't want to cause any accidents or damage your awning. There we go. All right, now we can fire this up. All right, so here you can see that the sliding door is illuminated in red, which means it's open, just kind of lets you know, hey, don't take off. The shifter again is right here. So if we want to go forward, we slide it down once for drive, up for neutral, up again for reverse, and then to park, you just push the button on the end, puts us back in park. Your emergency brake, your parking brake is right here. To disengage it, you're going to go up and then come back down with it. When it's engaged, it will be lit up on the dash here. As I mentioned earlier, this works as a mouse pad for the stereo. You can choose where you want to go. You can push the home button. You can also just do the touchscreen, but if you're driving, you don't want to be doing that. You can go to apps. That is where you're going to find your Android Auto and your Apple CarPlay. So it does come equipped. Ton of settings in here. If you have any questions, you can always call me, text me, email me, and I can kind of walk you through this. It's a lot to it. Also, if you get bored, you can always sit in it and just kind of play in the garage or play outside and kind of, you know, get away from everybody for Thanksgiving. If you need a break, and go outside and practice going through your stereo system here. You also have your buttons on this right below here that you can push instead of doing the touchscreen. So your volume is here. You can see right now I have the cameras. These are all the different angles that you can hit. So there's one that'll show you your hitch if you're backing into something, and then you have some different angles there. So if you're towing something, you can kind of keep an eye on it. Here's your 360 camera view, side angle. That's the front. So a lot of camera settings, which is really important if you're towing something. You really want to kind of check that out, make sure everything is safe back there. Maps, everything is on here. You can see here we have this labeled. You're 10 foot 9 inches in height and 25 in length. So why would it be taped on here? Well, if you're driving, if you just got the van, you're not sure, you're going under a bridge, you want to make sure it's a little taller than 10.9 so you don't catch it. Let's see here. Fire extinguisher under here. Forgot to point that out. And then before I end this video, the Webasto heater. So this is equipped with the Webasto heater. If you're not familiar with Webasto, I would Google it. They're an awesome company. They work really well. Puts out a ton of heat. This is actually the vent for that. And that little vent will heat this whole van. And again, this is a 170-inch wheelbase. It's 25 foot in length. And that vent right there will heat this whole van, which is really cool. Air conditioner is up top here behind us. Right up here. So we do have a Dometic rooftop air conditioner that we can run in the summertime. Right now is not the time to run it because it's perfect weather right now. Not too hot, not too cold, but summertime, that's how you stay cool. I guess that's it for now. I'm kind of excited. I'll probably do another video on these. I'd like to do one driving one of these so you can kind of check it out, kind of check the clearance. Maybe I'll find a place where we can check the ground clearance out, maybe do a little off-roading down the road. So if you have any questions, feel free to call me, text me. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.